What's happening, family? Coach Holloway back with you again. So I'm finally doing it. Finally doing a video on my own Atlanta Falcons. I got a jacket on for you today. This is a starter, by the way, so y'all check it. But anyway, let's get back to business. So I want to talk a little bit today about the person I think is the offensive MVP for the Falcons. It ain't Cordero Patterson. It ain't Kyle Pitts. It ain't Drake London. Sure ain't Marcus Mariota. But I think it's our starting right guard, Chris Lindstrom, who I believe is the best guard in the NFL in 2022. Now, this is a guy that we drafted a long time back. I want to say back 2019 or 20 under Dan Quinn. And people thought it was a stretch for us to draft him at that position in the lower or mid first round. But so far, he's turned out to be worth the price. He has improved every year that he's played to the point now where he's been posting on Pro Football Focus elite grades somewhere in the mid-90s and higher than that. So what I'm going to show y'all today is actually from the Chicago Bears game that I actually was at. I think the thing with great line play is a few simple things. So hands and feet are my big thing. Are your hands in position? Are your feet in position when you take off? Do you take off and do a kick step in a pass set? Do you J step for zone? Do you get out and get in position, flip your hips, and get down the line for power? If you do those things, I'm a fan of that. Oh, also screen. Do you get out there in time for the screen? So hustle is the second part of it. How do you hustle to get to your spot? Do you get there before the defender gets there? Do you get there, or in this case, the D-line? Do you get there before the D-lineman gets there? All right? And using your hands to strike, to be able to bring back and do what I call a forklift. So that's where your thumbs are up and your hands get right into the chest, okay? And you able to lift the defender and get him off his feet, get him off balance, move him down so that your running backs can go through. All right? That's what I'm looking at. And then, of course, the other thing, or the most important thing, is intelligence. Can you diagnose a play? Can you look at a defensive formation and know what's coming? Whether it's picking up blitz, stunts, or even in the run game, knowing which man to get to. And especially as a guard, you have to learn how to work a double team. To dub the D tackle and then go up, climb to the next level and get to the linebacker, seal him off. So those are things I think that Chris Lindstrom all does well, and I'm going to show you that in this video. So check it out. So this play is an outside zone going to the right. So the whole line is doing a J step to the right. So as you see him get out of stance, he goes lateral, but then you see him turn his shoulders right here, facing up the linebacker. He gets hands on, locks in, but then he turns his hips to get him out of the play. He turns him inside so that Algier has a lane to run. By turning his hips and taking away the outside lane, he stops the linebacker from being able to get over. This here is a toss play, but it has outside zone footwork. Again, J stepping right. So you see him square up right here, and then he already has his shoulder squared. He has his hands back for the strike. So he makes contact here, and he does what we call a forklift, where he lifts the defender off his feet and puts him on the ground. Look at that, man. That's beautiful. Just puts his hands under the shoulder pads, right under the chest, right under the titties, and just knocks him right down. Now we're going to get into blocking on the backside of a play. So this is an outside zone, but going opposite to the side that Lindstrom is on. So watch here. He's going to take a step. He's going to chip and get to the linebacker so that there's no pursuit, and it makes this play possible. So as we rewind, I want to get 2 points here. So first off, look at him make contact with the D tackle right here. Gets a chip on him, extends, and then gets to the backer right here. So again, that's that pursuit angle on the backside that the backer can't get to the play. The reason why blocking on the backside is so important is because you have the potential for cutbacks and big runs. So watch him do the same play right here, and this time Cordero cuts back and he gets a big gain. So go back, rewind. So watch this again. Same thing. He chips on the D tackle, eyes downfield, squares up, gets on the, I guess that's the safety right there, gets hands on, and watch, the lane is free right here. Now, I'm going to let this play because I know it was a fumble, but I want you to look at 63 again, man. Look at his hustle. So that's attitude, not even just technique, but attitude. So this here is a counter play with the running back faking right and going to the left, and the guard pulling to the right side, to the left side from the right side of the line. Good quickness getting out of there. You want the lineman to get out there fast and get on here. He gives a pancake too. I like the way that he flips his body around and gets himself out, hips turning pointed sideways. He's going out and getting the backer. Excellent agility combined with excellent power. And look at the hands. The hands are shooting. Right to the chest, not the dude over. And he got a first down, too. So right here we got a slide protection with 57 to Mike. So most of the line's going to slide to the right with the left tackle staying put. So as you can see right here, he works his hands already. Soon as he come out his stance, watch his hands up. We call that high hands. He's ready to fight. So the dude tries to give a move on him. He uses his hands to throw his arms off. Good punch to the chest, and then he uses the other arm to swipe away at this hand. A punch and swipes away at the hand, and he retakes control. This is an almost similar play and situation. So he sets up, and then his hands are already up, as you can see. And then he punches first, so he has already won. I cannot preach enough about how important it is to win with hands and feet. When you initiate contact with the defensive lineman, it takes away his timing and his strategy of what he want to do. This is just another reiteration of hands by Chris. I want you to see how violent he gets, because the hands go high, and I want you to watch the head. Watch the head of the D lineman. Look at that. Look at that, man. That's violent. I love it. I love it. Now I want to show an example of how to pick up the stunt. Now this is a great disguise by Chicago, but what Lindstrom did here I like is that he stayed put and he kept his shoulder square and was able to use his vision to find where his man was coming from. See, he has eyes on number 93, but when he sees him leave, he goes right over to 53 to be able to help protect on that one. The defense did actually end up getting there, but the protection was good enough to get the throw out. What I don't like is I see a lot of linemen, they'll turn their shoulders right away and then leave a wide opening, but that ain't happened here. Now on this one, you're going to see Chris provide some help to his buddies. So the whole D-line is going to go to the offensive right in a slant with a blitz on the backside. He chips on number 90, and then he comes back to assist on the nose, right on the center. Now, as you can see, man, I wasn't playing no games with y'all. This guy is legit. This season, above all, I think he's become the best. Like I said, every year he improves. And for these last couple of weeks, he's played at such an elite level that I think in not just a Pro Bowl, but an all-pro consideration should be made. Now, it is Atlanta, and people don't really notice our guys unless we winning, and we're kind of so-so right now, so it's kind of hard to say what happened. But if I was a voter, he would have my vote for guard. I'm saying this is 2022. He is the best guard in the NFL, and I hope that what you saw in the video convinced you of that. And as some of y'all know, I was a former D-line coach myself. Probably the most fun time that I ever had coaching in football. But learning the offensive side was a part of what helped me learn the defensive side. And so knowing the things that linemen want to do and the things that defensive linemen had to do to take that away, that was a big thing I had to learn. So that's why I learned what offensive line play is all about. So that experience is what was able to get me to see how great what Chris is doing right here. All right, so I appreciate all my followers, everybody who's been subscribing and liking and sharing and stuff. I appreciate it. If you could get more, get your friends, your homeboys, your family, get everybody, homegirls, everybody to come on and subscribe to me. So help me get some followers, help me get some more subscribers, and maybe I can monetize this. All right, peace.